Thank you for joining us at the
My
platform. This
pleasure.
is your second time, and it was an excellent presentation as usual.
Thank you.
But you started by saying you're just raising points that obviously people have been talking about, over the years. And I think for me, one of the questions are, what can we begin to do now? One of the things you talked about was culture and leadership. And you said how we have the system of KBAC and nobody can talk. And I never thought about it like that. In a society where culture has eaten deep into the fabric of who we are and
Yeah.
affects everything that we do, how can we begin to change some things that our culture brings that doesn't really help the type of leadership we practice today?
Thank you very much for having me here and at the platform. Um, Candidly, when you talk about bringing about change in organizations and in nations, culture is one of those difficult aspects, one of those factors that make it difficult to
Yeah.
create change and to create development. But there are basic tools that we can use to change culture. First, the critical factor is leadership. And when I say leadership, I do not mean only those that occupy positions. Because again,
Yeah.
that's where we get the concept of leadership
The
wrong.
leader is the leader.
Yeah, once you say our leaders, everybody thinks about the people in government. But leadership happens everywhere.
Yeah.
How do you describe the massive influence that parents have over their children and how they turn out? The influence that teachers have,
They are leaders in their own right.
yeah, they're all leaders. So worldwide now, the discussion has moved from leader to leadership, and we realize, and the leadership has been boiled down to one word: influence. The ability to influence one or more people to achieve a goal. Once you bring it down that way, you realize leadership happens everywhere. Everybody has the potential to lead. Secondly, the major characteristic of a leader is vision. Vision.
What do you see?
Yeah, we have to see new possibilities. And two, the means for creating wealth. Um, how people prosper shapes how they behave. It's one of the most effective tools you can use in this world. Just change the way they make money, they'll change their behavior.
That's powerful.
That's why we're not hitting at the root of corruption in our country. Because the corruption is largely justified.
And
For most
somehow we
citizens,
all benefit in it one way or
oh,
the other.
the instinct for survival is the strongest instinct in man. Nobody would sit down and watch himself die or watch his daughter die.
Certainly.
So I ask people, the director, level 16 or 17 in the civil service, he's at the peak of his career. Can he comfortably pay the school fees of 3 kids in the university? People say no. Can he build a house from his salary? They say no. But he's sitting over a departmental budget that is worth billions. What is he supposed to do with the money? The average Nigerian thinks even God understands. So
Wow.
So we start from there. And that's why I was hammering on the economy and
Yes.
empowering people to prosper. Because
And prosper the right way.
to prosper the right way. I was in this discussion with some of our former church members in the UK, and they were lamenting about the taxes that they pay in the UK. They said the government here likes money too much. They like money, they took most of your income. I said, and then at the end, they give your money to lazy people who don't want to work. That's talking about the welfare system. So I said, calm down, guys, calm down, guys. Let's analyze this a little bit. In Nigeria, yes, government may not take your taxes as well as that. So you can keep your money. I said, but you can't go around 2 a.m. in the night
Exactly.
safely. You can drive on the highway
Exactly.
because there are some hungry people that will take the money from
Yeah.
you. So which do you prefer? I said, because I notice here in the UK, you drive around 2 a.m. It doesn't even cross your mind that a robber would come attack you on the road. I said, the people who should have attacked you, they're the ones that are giving the money. So make your choice. Which do you really prefer? They said, no, no, no. We prefer the one here. It's safe here. I said, good. So in other words, we can shape people's behavior shape their values, because you can't change a person's behavior without changing the person's values. What's important to the person? So you shape the person's values and ultimately behavior by changing the means by which the person can prosper. So that brings me back to the vision thing. Vision is the key to provision. Show the average Nigerian that Nigeria can become like America, and how, and that the way it will become like America is that the government is going to help him to prosper, to no limits. He will change his behavior because he wants to prosper. That's how you gradually shape culture.
And so the key is to have a vision, sell that vision, and people will follow you with that vision.
Communicate the vision.
Communicate the vision.
Because in leadership, I've learned it's one thing for you to have fantastic ideas and fantastic dreams. It's another thing entirely for you to be able to communicate accurately. People don't care all those sophisticated things and those big words people use in speeches. As a leader, they don't care. What matters to them is what benefits they will get from everything you are saying or doing. So I tell leaders,
what's in it for me?
What's in it for me? So I tell leaders, put what's important to them in your speech. They'll listen to you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Reverend Sam. We'll let you go now. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to having you another time.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure being here.